be honest.
NBA 2K TV special where you guys have the chance to what's to come in 2016.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. We'll watch the Charlotte up against the Washington Wizards at Verizon Center. Washington has not been playing their best basketball. These guys are in the doldrums, a real tough stretch with only one win to show for their last 9 games. Well, Charlotte has seen some players come and go. This composition of this Hornets team, Shaq, which player do you think is most vital to their success?
Well, Al Jefferson, a.k.a. Baby Fundamentals, is their leader on the floor, on and off the court. From a pure numbers standpoint, Ernie, he's the guy giving the team the highest offensive production.
And we forget about handles in the NBA. He's in the top 5. He's not 1, 2, or 3, but he's in the top
10,
5.
not top 5.
He's in the
Cut it
top
out.
5 of handles in the NBA. Kemba Walker gets it done.
Dikembe Mutombo has better handles than Kemba
Oh,
Walker.
you're tripping, man.
I do, Kenny. Trust me, I do.
You're tripping. Another Dikembe Mutombo sighting.
It's time for Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew.
Here in Washington, D.C., what an incredible shot. The Iwo Jima Memorial, and in the distance, the Capitol Building, and the Washington Monument. We're coming at you from the Verizon Center in beautiful Washington, D.C., as the Wizards prepare to take the court. First game of this trip here for the Hornets. They're hoping to start it off with the W. And, of course, Clutch. He's growing with his team, getting more comfortable every day.
You know, I'm really excited about seeing how this team is going to evolve since the trade. I mean, he's the guy that can end up being a key player for him down the stretch.
No doubt about it. I mean, there are some guys you win with and some guys you win because of it. And when you look at him, though not a superstar, he's the type of player that they've been missing and can really...
For Nene. Oubre's checked in for Jared Dudley. And it's Clutch in for Beal. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Kaminsky is checked in for Jefferson. Hawes comes in for Thompson. Rasul Butler's checked in for Lamb. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker. That shot's good from Hawes.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want this one right?
The dish now to Butler. Pass to Kaminsky. Sinks the three-pointer. And now it's a three-point Charlotte lead.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Wall dishes to Oubre. They set the pick. The feed to Freak. Passes it to Oubre. No good. And the Hornets now going the other way. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Collison's shot is good.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Get ready to go, Wizard Girls!
Let's take a look at some numbers for Len. He's really stood out for them over the past month. 10th in steals, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And talk about highway robbery. I mean, jumping the passing lanes, snatching away your dribble. He'll take it from you.
He feeds it to Hawes. The basket good off the assist from Lin. Hawes got his second basket.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Wizards trail by 6. Here's Wall, who's coming off a 25-point game against the Raptors in Toronto.
And equally as impressive, the playmaking. Just sensational. The way he was seeing the court and making the game easy for his teammates.
clutch. Just 5 on the clock. Butler from outside. Rebound by John Wall.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
And he can't hit the second. Hornets leading by 3. Butler kicks to Lynn. Kaminsky, the pass to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Hawes. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Washington's... A minute 50 left here in the opening quarter. Clock at 4. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Arthur's got his first points of the night. So for Washington, their last game a loss to the Raptors.
And it's a tough game to lose. I mean, they actually put up a pretty solid effort, I thought. But when you're battling for a road win, even when you play hard, nothing's guaranteed.
Well, Greg, I think you've got to try to convert the positives. Take them into the momentum of your next game and use them for momentum, and then take what you did well and double down the efforts here tonight.
Here's Clutch. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him
wide open, couldn't capitalize.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Lets it fly. Here's Neal, defended by Butler. Freak with it. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully.
High-level skills being showcased out there now, fellas. I mean, that was a terrific hoop.
And a wide-open look for Lynn. The offensive rebound. Washington trailing. Now, Freak. He's coming off a 16-point game against Toronto. There's come a long time in this league from going undrafted out of Harvard to where he is now. He says he remains very grateful.
I wasn't sure, if my career would ever pan out the way I was hoping for, or if I would be able to stay in the NBA. And so for me to be here playing, to be able to know I'm going to play in the game, in an NBA game, it's just...
Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in their own very grateful way. Lynn has certainly seen the highs and the lows.
And Kevin, not everyone's a superstar and certain of their future. Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment in time, but this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lynn.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hornets?
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them.
Brought to you by Gator. Field up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Wizards 5 right now. Nene and Gortat team up in the paint. Clutch out there with Gary Neal. And it's Dudley in at the 3-set. And it's Walker penetrating. Gortat with the block. They retain possession. It's all about the Hornets, so Charlotte retains possession. And Washington making a change. Beal's checked in. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And Lamb kicks to Walker. Georgetown with the defensive effort.
That's the kind of deeds you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors played some good basketball. He picked up 16 points, but also put up 4 boards. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
Doris, thank you. Well after play in that game.
You know, let's see if he can keep it going tonight. I say he does. I'll bet he goes off again.
That's a pretty bold prediction there. I mean, he's going to have to be very, very strong to even come close to dittoing that performance.
And that one's good. Now it's a 7-point Charlotte lead.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Beal the goes to clutch. Nene down low. Working on Thompson. The shot by Nene. No good. Hornets leading by 7. Dishes it to Thompson. Jefferson against Dudley. Jefferson down low. And the layup's good off the glass. Jefferson's got 12 points in the game.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Nene against Thompson. Nene dishes to Freak. That's good. 5 points in the game.